Hey, it's Tina. I help experts turn their IP into certification and licensing programs. And today I want to talk about the end of your business, the exit plan for your business. Now, for all of us, our businesses will come to an end and or our own role in our businesses will come to an end at some point. This is simply inevitable. And yet we don't talk about this enough. We don't always think about or consider what we want this to look like. There's essentially two ways that our business will come to an end. You could either shut down a business, which could be by choice or by circumstance, or you could look for a way for your business or your body of work to continue to live on beyond you. Now, either option can be a solid option so long as we're purposeful in planning ahead for this and considering what do we want the end of our business to actually look like. Now, a default answer for a lot of people is, hey, I want to sell my business. And I am all for being able to sell a business. But let's be real. Selling a business is not the easiest thing in the world. And if it's not something we plan for purposely, I mean, for most people I know, it takes years to sell a business. It takes years to set a really strong foundation, to build the systems and the processes and the team around the business to make it attractive to buyers. It can take actual years to go through the process of finding a buyer, and then the even months or years of going through the negotiations and agreements and such with getting buyers in place. So yes, absolutely, it's a wonderful thing to sell a business, and it's just not the easiest option out there. And I dare say too, not every business is sellable. Let's be real. That's a topic for another time. The second option of being able to shut down our business, I know at face value that can seem like almost like a failure to some people, right? I feel like we've got this default mode of it is bad to shut down a business. But really, if it's something that we purposely plan for and choose, shutting down your business can be a beautiful thing. Right. And I know people who've done this. I know people who've shut down a business and moved on to something else, or they've shut down the business in order to retire. Again, it can be a wonderful thing as long as it's something we're planning for. It's not so wonderful if that's forced upon us, which of course can happen from time to time. But there's a third option I want to bring into the mix for you, and that is to think through the lens of how can my body of work continue on without me. There's almost a middle ground that we're not often thinking about when we're considering how can my business continue to live on without me being the hub of it, without me being the one showing up and doing all the work or leading the team or leading the charge, so to speak. And that option is the certification or licensing model. The certification model is a beautiful way for your body of work to continue to live on beyond you. When you certify and license other people in whatever it is that you do, they get to now take the mantle, if you will, and go out into the world and bring your work out into the world in bigger and beautiful ways. And in this case, by all means, you can sell a certification business too, definitely. But the certification model may not mean that you're actually no longer involved at all in your business, but it can certainly mean that there's less of your involvement required in your business. For me, for example, I'm at the stage with my online business manager certification program now. Through the years, I've built the program up so that I have my licensed trainers now. They lead the training, they market the program, they fill the programs themselves, etc. That business requires maybe like a handful of hours each week from me. Right? 3 to 5-ish hours, maybe a little more here and there, depending on different projects. Frankly, it may not require any of my time at all if I wanted to be fully out of that business. This is the beauty of this model, right? It allows you to build a business where your work continues to be out there through the hands of those you certify and license, and your time and energy may not be as required in your own business anymore. It's still your business, but it's not going to require as much of your time and energy. So it's another one to put in the mix as you're considering and thinking about, what do I want the end of my business to look like? What do I want my legacy to look like? What do I really want to happen when I'm done with the time I want to spend in my own business? Because again, We're all going to reach that point at some time in our lives. If you're curious about certification, go ahead and take my Ready, Set, Certify quiz. You'll find the link here with this video. It'll walk you through your next steps to creating a certification or licensing program. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye now.